This is as far as I got with my belt sander in my last video. I also went to the metal supermarket and I got a piece of sheet metal 3mm thick to fit underneath here, and that's the backer for sanding. That won't wear out as quickly as the wood. But the belt is not consistently against there, so maybe I should raise that up a little bit. But before I got that, I experimented with using a piece of laminate flooring, and the surface on laminate flooring is actually quite tough. And if I stick that in here, that actually works quite well. And I sanded a piece of wood at length right here to see if it would cause any wear, and I haven't seen any noticeable sign of wear. So a piece of laminate flooring could last a long time in one of these. Unfortunately, it does make more noise because this being much thicker, it rubs against it. And I need to tweak the tracking. But for now, I won't install either of these because I need to figure out how to make a stand that holds this part and this motor together. What I'm thinking of is a motor right about here, and then a box that fits around the motor, something like this, and a piece of plywood here that's going to be the base of the machine. I need to make some allowance for this clamp here, so I'll have to cut that out here, and I'll do that on the bandsaw. I bought an aluminum pulley to go on here, but this pulley here cost $10, which seems a bit much for just a piece of aluminum. So I thought I'd experiment with making a pulley out of wood, and here's my blank. And now a nail in here to act as a keyway. So this is going a little bit rough because the motor keeps vibrating on me. I want the size of that pulley to be quite smooth so it doesn't wear out the belt too quickly. I'm actually more concerned about the pulley wearing out the belt too quickly than the belt wearing out the pulley, because the contact surface where the belt touches the pulley is all end grain, and that stuff is very tough. And I also used a very dense hardwood. So this is how the base and the motor fit together. And removing the top, I need to mount that motor on there with carriage bolts because I wouldn't be able to get in there and tighten it with a screwdriver. So the thing to do is to put carriage bolts in from the bottom, except I have a whole bunch of these jig bolts left over, and these came from a 149-piece hardware kit that I got from Lee Valley, which has got all kinds of useful knobs and such for things like that. This is what's left of it. I've already used up all the good bits. And the main difference for using one of these instead of a carriage bolt is that I need an oblong hole. Now I just got to tension that belt by moving the motor to the side of it and then tighten it up. So this is one orientation to use a sander, but I'm thinking I can also use it as an edge belt sander if I just orient it like this. This part goes on here, but to make sure the air comes in from above and not through here, there's this part here. I could almost call this sander done at this point, but I still want to build something so I can lay the sander on its side and use it as an edge belt sander, and maybe at that point it'll be ready for some green paint.